Greetings, Linda Hollington here with Caldwell Banker Paradise. Thank you for joining me. This morning we're going to talk about decor and actually really about buyers when they just start thinking about moving, or not buyers but sellers. When they start thinking about moving is when to start thinking about how does your house look. Some people start deciding to move as long as 5 years before they finally do it. From 5 to 3 years, it's probably pretty normal. Thinking, maybe we'd like to get something smaller, something bigger. Maybe we'd like to move to that place. We'd like to visit or closer to mom or closer to sister or whatever. They start thinking quite a bit of time ahead of time. So that gives you time to think about what you're doing with your house. Home and gardens used to be totally popular. It's not so popular now, I don't think, these days. I think people get a lot more from other places, but they do, for their literature, have great designers and great ideas and stuff. And they're still very, very helpful when it comes to decor. These ideas have come from them. And this is for buyers that are thinking about selling in a few years. Things that they don't want to do. There's 6 different things that they listed in this article that I read that I thought was very good to share. Number 1 is they say don't be too decade specific. So it's the same thing as saying you don't want to do something that's dated. That purple is popular this year, so let's color everything purple. You don't want to do something that is very, very dated. You also don't want to go with an overly bold color schemes, because that's probably dated if you do that. Black and gold together is popular. Brown and green is popular. Whatever it is could be dated. So you don't want to do that. And people are building what you would call novel rooms. They're interesting rooms. Not practical, but interesting. And they decorated selling stuff. They said those are not really practical when it comes to trying to sell your house. It's very difficult for some people to see, what can I do with this room? It's an extra room, but can it be a bedroom? Can it be this? But if it's very different, could be a problem for them. And don't be over clinical. Some of these kitchens look like doctor's office with white cupboards, white everything. I know when I go into an exam room, that's what it looks like, because all white cupboards, all this white stuff. I'm not against white. I like white. I have a lot of white in my home, but not too clinical. Not the whitewash, no character, no charm to it whatsoever. And another thing is real loud wallpaper. You found a wallpaper. I've done this myself, and I've taken down a lot of wallpaper. I just love the wallpaper. I wanted it, so I put it up. Sooner or later, I took it down. So that's another thing. Don't use real loud wallpaper. And oversized furniture. When you're showing your house, it's nothing that makes your living room look smaller, or your whatever room, then oversized furniture makes the room look very, very small. And you want to look to, if you're thinking that way of buying and stuff, and you need to buy a new couch or something, think about something that's going to appeal to the buyer in the future. Maybe it's a new look. Think of something that's newer. So by the time you get to sell, go get to putting it on the MLS and ready to sell it. It's not outdated. It's not showing a different decade like they put it. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye.